Today is going to be exciting because we're celebrating the life of Joseph. Even though Joseph lived almost 4,000 years ago, his life still shows us how we should live today.
Joseph knew God and trusted him. And in Joseph's life, we see the godly character that the Lord wants to develop in all of us.
We want you to be part of this Psalm and this celebration. So hold on to your seats, watch, listen, and learn as Joseph goes from the pit to the palace.
Stand up.
Welcome to your party, Joseph. And we got it started, Joseph. Tonight we're gonna celebrate. Joseph, Joseph, thank you, Joseph. Joseph, number one, we rank you, Joseph. Joseph, tonight we're gonna celebrate. Man of God with integrity, a very leader with humility. You made us in the race and your faith is strong. And now we're gonna celebrate, your story must be told. Joseph, Joseph, welcome to your party, Joseph. Joseph, we got started, Joseph. Joseph, tonight we're gonna celebrate. Celebrate tonight, come on, let's celebrate. Celebrate tonight, come on, let's celebrate. You're a dreamer and your dreams came true. From pit to the palace, I was there with you. The feast and famine all across the land. You were the Lord of God's great plan. Joseph, Joseph, welcome to your party, Joseph. Joseph, and we got it started, Joseph. Joseph, tonight we're gonna celebrate. Joseph, Joseph, we just wanna thank you, Joseph. Joseph, number one, we rank you, Joseph. Joseph, tonight we're gonna celebrate. Celebrate tonight, come on, let's celebrate. Celebrate tonight, come on, let's celebrate.
Joseph, this is your life. You grew up in the land of Canaan with your father, Jacob, and your 11 brothers. You were the second youngest. Today, we have some special people from your past who have come to help us celebrate. See if you recognize this voice.
You were such a beautiful boy, and your father loved you so much. He even made such a book just for you.
Why, that's Noah, our housekeeper.
Red, yellow, green, black, these words are colors on your back. You are handsome, yes it's true. One good looking Hebrew. One good looking Hebrew. Coat of many colors, given by God, a symbol of authority that made your brothers mad. Red, yellow, green, and black, these were the colors on your back. You were handsome, yes it's true. One good looking Hebrew. One good looking Hebrew. One good looking Hebrew.
This looks just like my old coat. I love that coat, but it sure caused a lot of problems with my brothers.
You can sure say that again. And when you were 17 years old, your life was turned upside down. See if this brings back memories.
Okay, look who's coming. You can see that tacky coat for miles.
It looks like it should be seat covers on a chariot.
I can't stand him. It's bad enough he's our father's favorite and one day be the head of the family. But now all we hear about are those crazy dreams of his, where he sees us all bowing down to him.
That will never happen.
I've had about enough of him.
I hate him.
Come on, let's kill him. Let's get rid of him for good.
But what are we going to tell our father?
Tell him and animate him. No, don't kill him. Just throw him into one of the pits.
That's a great idea. Consider it done. Now let's see what becomes of his dreams.
Hey guys, look over there. What do you see?
I see a caravan heading our way. What do you see?
I see opportunity knocking. That's a group of Ishmaelites going to Egypt to do some trading. Boy, do I have a deal for them. If we let Joseph die in that pit, what's in it for us?
Nothing.
Let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and make a little money.
What's my bitch for this fine young man?
He's going.
Who'll take him to Egypt's land?
He's going.
He's in perfect health, as you can see. Strong as an ox with all his teeth. Of a great slave, yes indeed.
He's going.
Who'll start the minute at 5, give 5, do I have 5, how about a 5? Oh, I got a 5, but look for a 10, 10 to 10. Who'll give me 10?
I got 10.
This lad's a barker, he's sharp and he's keen. I've got a 10, now I need a 15.
I got 15.
Well, I've got a 15, look for a 20. Break out the money, boys, I know I got 20. 20, I need 20. Thank you, sir. 20 going once, 20 going twice. Sold for 20 shekels of silver.
He's going along. He's going a long, long way from home. Even winners we can be sold into captivity. The dreams of all our home. Going on. He's going gone. He's going gone.
Brooms.
Joseph, I can't imagine going through something like that. Weren't you scared? Didn't you feel hurt and alone?
Yeah, it was the pits. But God's always faithful, and He helped me. When you're going through tough times, you just have to remember that God's in control of all that happens. He knows what you're going through, and you really aren't alone because God's right there with you. Just trust Him, and He'll help you through your pitiful situations.
When you're really down and in your trouble, dark and battered, it's the pits. Cause God is in control. He sees you, He hears you, knows what's going on. He is right there with you. You'll never be alone. Trust the Lord with all your might, and He will make you strong. When it's the pits, 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 when it's the pits.
Joseph, when you got to Egypt, our next guest bought you from the Ishmaelite traders.
Oh, you're talking about Potiphar, Pharaoh's captain of the guard.
That's right.
Joseph, you became a trusted servant in my house. I could tell God was with you because He made everything you did successful. I'm no dummy. I put you in charge of my household and fields. Because of you, God blessed all that I own. Everything was fine until my wife tried to get you to sin, but you are a man of integrity and obeyed God's law.
Joseph, you did the right thing.
Well, it was God that gave me the strength to stand up to the temptation. When you're faced with sin, you just have to remember that God's in control of all that happens.
And that's what you did. You didn't think twice. You just knew what to do.
Find yourself in a situation that is not right, full of temptation, and in your heart, you know it's wrong. Don't wait, don't hesitate, get right back, be strong, unbelievable strength, get out of as fast as you can, don't be caught up in temptation, take control of situations. Exit. Hit the road, don't hesitate. When things aren't right, it's innocent. Give good desires, don't wait. Don't hesitate, don't wait. Don't hesitate.
Folks tell you, hey, it's alright. Everybody's doing it, so give it a try. Don't give in, just say so long.
Don't wait, don't hesitate. Get away fast. Be strong, unbelievable strength. Get out of as fast as you can. Don't be caught up in temptation. Take control of the situation. Exit, leave, evacuate. Hit the road, don't hesitate. When things are right, it's innocent. Big audience, don't wait. Don't hesitate, don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't wait.
Even though you had done nothing wrong, Potiphar believed his wife's lies, and he sent you in prison. You were there a long time, but you had courage and endurance. God kept blessing you, and soon you were in charge of all that went on in the prison. That's when you met two very interesting people.
That would be Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker. We were in prison together. When we were in prison together, they had strange dreams, and God gave me the meaning of the dreams.
And 2 years later, Pharaoh had strange dreams. Remember this?
I would not, could not understand my two dreams, so I command that someone tell me what they mean. These 7 fat cows and 7 lean. Inform me now, who will explain about the 14 heads of grain with 7 good and 7 bad, the meaning of which I should learn.
I know a man, I do, O king, who through his God interprets dreams. I would not, could not, have forgotten about this man, an eyeful rotten. His name is Joseph, this hip Hebrew. He'll be here soon to speak with you. His God will help him to explain all about the cows and the grain.
Greetings, Pharaoh, and hear these things. God has told me about your dreams. Know these words from God are true, for He's revealed what He's about to do. The cows and grain, here's what they mean. 7 years of plenty and 7 of lean. The abundant years will produce great crops, but when the famine comes, all that stops. So find a wise and discerning man, put him in charge of Egypt's land. For 7 years store up grain, so you'll have food when the famine reigns.
I would not, could not, yes, it's true. Find one better than this Hebrew. For you're a strong, godly man. You're now in charge of Pharaoh's land.
Very clever. I would not, could not have done it better.
Joseph, when you were 30 years old, you got a big promotion. You went from the pit to the palace and became second in command of all Egypt. How did you remain so humble?
Well, people tried to give me credit for interpreting the dreams and storing the grain. But it wasn't from me. It was all from God. God knew the famine was coming. God knows all things, even the future. He knew the famine was coming, and he provided a way for people to survive it. I'm just honored that God let me be a part of his plan. He deserves all the glory. It's not about me, it's all about him.
It's not about me. It's all about you, Lord. It's not about me. It's you I want to please. It's not about me. It's all about you, Lord. It's about me. It's all about you, Lord. It's not about me. It's you I want to please. It's not about me. It's all about you, Lord. It's all about you. You are my king. I'll go anywhere, anytime, do anything. Whatever you ask of me, that's what I'll do. It's all about you. It's not about me. It's all about you, Lord. It's not about me. It's you I want to please. It's not about me. It's all about you, Lord. He must increase, I must decrease. All myself I put aside. He must increase, I must decrease. All myself I put aside. He must increase, I must decrease. All myself I put aside. He must increase, I must decrease. All myself I put aside. It's all about you. You are my king. I'll go anywhere, anytime, do anything. Whatever you ask of me, that's what I'll do. It's all about you. It's not about me. It's all about you, Lord. It's not about me. It's you I want to please. It's not about me. It's all about you, Lord. It's all about you, Lord. It's all about you, Lord.
Everything God said came true. There were 7 years of great crops, and then 7 years of famine started. It was terrible, and soon people from other countries came to buy the grain you had stored. This brought some very interesting visitors.
I can't believe it. These are my brothers. I haven't seen them in 20 years. Let's see what they're up to. Stand, foreigners! Where do you come from?
We're from the land of Canaan, sir. There's been a terrible famine there, and we've come here to buy food.
I think you're spies, and you've come to see the weakness of Egypt.
No, sir, we've only come to fight by food.
We're honest men, we're not spies.
We're 12 brothers, sons of Jacob, great-grandsons of Abraham. Our youngest brother is at home with our father, and one brother is dead.
Maybe my father's still alive, and my brother Benjamin too. Let's find out. Here's how you can prove you're honest men. Leave one brother here in the guardhouse, while the rest of you take food back to your families. Then bring your youngest brother here to me. That'll prove you're not spies.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's just what we'll do.
We're in trouble now.
What a mess.
Okay, who's going to stay here in Egypt? Any volunteers? No? We'll have to decide like real men. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock,
Paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Sorry, Simeon, you stay.
I can't believe this. Our father's going to be so upset when he hears that Simeon is in jail, and you know how attached he is to Benjamin. He'll never let us bring him back.
This is awful. Obviously, we're being punished for what we did to our brother Joseph. He begged us not to harm him, but we wouldn't listen.
Didn't I tell you not to hurt the boy? Now we have to pay for what we've done. This is what we deserve. It's payback time.
I can't believe my brothers didn't recognize me, but they've changed too. God has changed their hearts. I've often wondered, what would I say if by chance I saw you one day? Would I be angry, seeking revenge, or would I turn around and just walk away? What you meant for harm, God used for good. He had a plan for our lives, and as He directs us, He also expects us to be merciful, compassionate in His sight. So I forgive you, my brothers, I forgive what you've done to me. I forgive you, my brothers. I love you so, and want you to know I forgive. I forgive you, my brothers. I forgive what you've done to me. I forgive you, my brothers. I love you so, and want you to know I forgive. I love you so, and want you to know I forgive.
Joseph, may I ask you a personal question? After all that your brothers did to you, how are you able to forgive them and show them compassion?
I spend a lot of time talking with God about that, and He helped me forgive them. When I sin against God, He forgives me, and when someone sins against me, He expects me to forgive others, like He does for me.
That's hard to do.
But with God, all things are possible.
Well, Joseph, the famine continued, and soon Once again, your family in Canaan ran out of food. Your father, Jacob, had no choice. He had to let your brothers take Benjamin and go back to Egypt. That's when this man became a key player.
Hello, Mr. Joseph. I know you're going to me. I am going to God and offer to give him praise.
Of course, that's my steward, Stu.
Good evening, Mr. Joseph. I'll never forget the day that your brothers returned to Egypt. When you saw them, you turned to me and said, Stu, we're throwing a party. Prepare a feast. When your brothers arrived for lunch, and you saw your little brother, I think he was a musician. I think his name was Ben Jammin.
It's Benjamin, Stu.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Joseph. Anyway, when you saw him, you got all teary-eyed and had to leave the room. I could tell he was your favorite. When it was time for your brothers to leave, he set me up with a little surprise. Do you remember that, Mr. Joseph?
I sure do, Stu. Operation Bring 'em Back. We put the money they paid for the grain back in their sacks, and in Benjamin's sack, we put my silver cup.
When they had gone just a short way from town, you had me go and get them. I had those boys open their bag, and I accused them of being thieves. Don't you know they were shocked?
Yes!
Don't you know they were confused?
Yes!
Don't you know they were scared?
Yes!
Don't you know I loaded them on their donkeys and sent them right back to Mr. Joseph?
Yes!
And here's what happens next.
What were you thinking? Didn't you know you'd be caught? You with my silver cup, you will be my slave. The rest of you can go back to your home in Canaan.
Please, sir, please don't do this. Benjamin is our father's youngest son. It will kill him if the boys don't come home. Please, let me be your slave instead. Let Benjamin go home with my other brothers.
I can't take it.
It'll break my father's heart if the boy doesn't come home.
I can't take it. I have to tell them who I am. Come closer, please come closer. I'm Joseph. You know, the one, your brother you showed to the Ishmaelite traders? Don't be scared. It's okay. And don't be upset with yourselves for what you've done, because God put me in Egypt ahead of you, so we could keep our family alive during the famine. God put me in Egypt, not you.
Joseph, is it really you?
It's been more than 20 years.
You're alive and in charge of Egypt? I can't believe it.
All of this was part of God's plan. He's in control of everything. He's almighty and he knows all things. He's an almighty God.
He's amazing, he's amazing, almighty God. He's amazing, almighty God. He's amazing, almighty God. He's amazing, almighty God. Almighty God. Almighty God.
His plans never be undone.
Almighty God.
Who is like him? There's none.
Almighty God. He's amazing. He's amazing. Almighty God. He's amazing. He's amazing. Almighty God. His power, glorious are his ways. Nothing is too hard for him. The ancient of days. Amazing, he's amazing, almighty God. He's amazing, almighty God.
one final chapter of your life to celebrate. We know you can never forget this voice.
The happiest day of my life is when your brothers came home and voted it for us all. Our family moved to Egypt to be near you so God could provide for us during the last 5 years of famine.
Of course, that's my father, Jacob.
Son, I was amazed when I learned all that happened to you, and that you were second in command of Egypt. Through all your trials, you trusted God because you knew Him and understood His character. I am so proud of the man you have become. God has truly done a great work in your life.
Thank you, Carlos. And thanks to all of you. And thanks to all of you for this wonderful celebration tonight. But all the praise and glory should go to God. God is faithful. So know Him and trust Him. And if you're willing, God will give you the privilege of being in His plans. He's all-powerful, all-knowing, ever-present God. Let's praise Him now and forever.